What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Tyson Fury has a heated debate where Tyson Fury, live on air, exchanges with radio hosts who says that he fought a bunch of tomato cans and Anthony Joshua is the #1 heavyweight. Ouch. Tyson Fury was grilled live on air in an American radio interviewer on Wednesday night. The WBC heavyweight champion of the world responded well when former NFL player, now radio host, Keyshawn Johnson prodded at him. Okay. And after initially being asked to rank his top 5 heavyweights by ESPN, Fury, of course, placed himself in the #1. However, Keyshawn then said, counterpunched, "What if I told you you wasn't #1 and I put Anthony Joshua ahead of you?" Fury replied, right? On what merit? There's got to be a merit, surely. Johnson's co-host Jay Williams then chimed in, "He's just trying to argue with you, man. He's just trying to mess with you." But Keyshawn added, "Just because, man, I want to put him #1 and I want you to prove yourself." Fury instantly answered, "I don't have to prove myself. I'm the lineal heavyweight champion for the last 5 years. Undefeated, these guys have been beat." There's only one undefeated champion, and he goes by the name of the Gypsy King. There used to be a 3-headed monster until the other 2 monsters got slain by the Slayer. The heavyweight dragon slayer is me, Tyson Fury. Not refusing to let that conversation drop, though, Keyshawn pushed once again. He said, "But Tyson, what if I look at your record and say you fought a bunch of tomato cans, then what?" Ooh. The plot thickens. Fury concluded, "Listen, you can have your opinion, but it means nothing because facts are facts, and I've beaten the only 2 undefeated long-reigning champions. I'm only the 2nd man in history after Muhammad Ali to beat 2 champions with more than 10 title defenses under their belt." Wow. Okay. Well, let me counterpunch. Okay. As far as Keyshawn Johnson concerns, I'm pretty sure that he was messing with Tyson Fury, but he was actually testing Tyson. How would Tyson respond? And to review back on that, he said, "I don't have to prove myself," because Keyshawn wanted him to prove himself, and he said, "I don't have to because I'm the reigning lineal champion for 5 years." That's absolutely false. Okay? He can be the man that beat the man, sure, but you can never say whether you're a lineal champion, Ring Magazine, WBC interim, WBC super, WC diamond belt, Mayan belt, WBO, WBA, IBF, IBO. If you're a champion, you have to constantly prove yourself. See, when Tyson Fury's saying that, that comes off, right, that he's a guy that doesn't have to do except what he wants to do. See, if that's the case, that's why we have such bullshit right now going on in the sport of boxing in the heavyweight division. Because people think they can do what they want to do. Look at Canelo. Just dropped the video about Canelo. Now the zone's pulling the plug on his shit. Because why? He felt he could do anything he wanted to do. It doesn't work that way in boxing. As long as people paying you. If we're in a pandemic on top of that, people are tired of seeing you go backwards. Those guys, he says, "I don't have to prove myself." He's absolutely false. He has to prove himself each and every time he gets into the ring. Every time he signs that dotted line for a contract, that's evidence of him getting prepared to prove himself once again, to show people that he's the best. Okay, yes, you're undefeated, but looking at his resume, it's only 2 guys on there worth the shit. Now, he did beat Derek Chisora when he was undefeated. Cunningham, and all that good stuff. I mean, he fought these guys, but at the end of the day, that's not enough. You beat Wilder. You tied with Wilder. You beat Klitschko. You tied with Wilder. You didn't beat Wilder. That's still just two people. That's no different from Deontay Wilder saying, hey, I beat Ortiz. I tied with Fury. I beat Ortiz again. No. That's just one person you've beaten. So it might look better than it really is for resume standards, but for winning overall of accomplishments, it's not much. It's not enough. No, it's not. Tyson Fury has to, first of all, defend the title that he's actually owned. He can say, I defended the lineal champion. Okay, fair enough. But under what opposition? Under what type of competition have you defended that lineal championship? Okay, fair enough. Deontay Wilder. Who else? You got it from Klitschko, so you never fought Klitschko in the rematch. Who else? Keyshawn Johnson, he was really coming at Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury is right, though. However, Tyson Fury is right. Facts are facts. He's the second man in history after Muhammad Ali to beat two champions with more than 10 defenses under their belt. This is absolutely true. Absolutely true. So he gets that. But again, for the sake of consistency, I think that's the one thing that will always haunt Tyson Fury unless we see something that he constantly does again and again to prove himself. But he kind of shot himself in the foot saying, hey, I don't have to prove myself. Yeah, you do. And you have to prove yourself by fighting Joshua to prove you can beat him. You fought Deontay Wilder. Beating Deontay Wilder ain't enough after you've already broke down the man's resume. He ain't did nothing. He's fought bums himself. He is a one-trick pony. So, of course, you can get him out of there. You outboxed him the first fight anyway. You beat him a second time. How high are we going to hold you on your standards and hold a pinnacle? Klitschko's, that was 5 years ago. That was back in 2015. But so, again, what have you done lately? Okay, you beat Deontay Wilder. He's a 10 defense reigning champion for 5 years. I get it. But you broke him down and you exposed him. How? You said he didn't fight enough. You said he fought bums. Ortiz was 137 years old, right? With old legs. Who else have you fought? Stavern was a bum. What else did he have? So you beating a guy that you broke down his resume and it really ain't much, so you beat him, that makes you the man? No. What would make him the man would be consistently proving himself. So the problem I have with Fury, he shouldn't have never said, I don't have to prove myself. I kind of think he was just getting a little egotistical at that point. But again, a lot of fighters, are starting to do that. But you wonder why, because other people are allowing them to. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury going off on Keyshawn Johnson. Tell me your thoughts. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.